Hey everyone, great to see you here. In the past, I showed you how I built various nanotanks. Iwagumi styled, jungle desk, nano Dutch tank, and more. And today I will show you another one that I think is quite unique, nano autumn tank. This is the tank that I will be using for this build. And this is the light. Simple and cheap 6 watts LED. And this time I will do something that I'm not doing very often in my nano builds. Include filtration. I'm using that corner sponge filter. And I have to say, I just love it. Why? Because it's incredibly space efficient. Look at this. Because of its shape, it's taking very little space, and yet it still has a lot of filtration surface. And this is exactly what you want in a nano tank. I'm securing it in place with some river sand. Okay, it should be enough. And now, check this out. I was able to find this perfect piece of spiderwood. It fits in this tank just great. But because I want this nano to look very wild, I will include more smaller pieces. I'm not planning anything here, just playing with those branches until I'm satisfied with how they look. Okay, I think it looks very cool and will be a great base for planting. But before I do that, I want to secure it first. I do that with those pebbles. They will secure this wood in place, but also make this tank look more natural. And again, there is no planning on my side, I'm just experimenting until I like how it all looks together. And as you can see, those little rocks make it look more diverse and interesting. Yes, looks wild, exactly like I wanted. And after all that, I'm ready for planting. This is what I got today. Mix of used plants suitable for a bit darker environment. And the biggest star here is this beautiful Bucephalandra. I will start from it because I want this plant to have the best spot in this tank. It's not the cleanest plant because I had it hidden in the shade in one of my other tanks for almost 3 years. This is also why it's not the biggest, but I still think it looks beautiful. Next, I will plant this Anubias nana. Again, few signs of algae. But really not an issue for me. I'm not using a single plant that is new. All of the plants that I'm using for this build were previously used in other tanks. Because this hardscape is very dense, it's super easy to attach those plants. It has so many great planting spots. Looking better with every step and with every plant. Next in line are crypts. But before I plant those, I need to include a root tap right here. It's because this sand has no nutritional value for those plants, and they are quite heavy root feeders. And now, I can place some crypts. Perfect. I'm hoping that those crypts can cover the filter even better once they are starting to grow. So far so good. Let's fill it with water and work on the final details. I just love those branches filled with tiny epiphytes. They work together so well. To finish this build and give it this final autumn look, I'm throwing few beech leaves and alder cones. I was soaking them in hot water first for about half an hour to make them sink. And lastly, few floating plants. what a great layout. It looks natural, a bit wild, but very cozy at the same time. And it also looks warm somehow, you know what I mean? It's because of those colors. So that tank is meant to be a home for those tiny little guys. They are now in this Iwagumi layout, but it's not a really perfect environment for them. But this one really is, and I believe that they will be very happy in here. But for a short period of time, I wanted to do a small experiment. I was wondering if it would be possible for those guys breed in here. This tank is too small for them and I have new bigger one already in shipping. But for now, I just wanted to test it. So no pressure guys, but you have like maximum 3 weeks to make me some babies. And if you don't, I will punish you with bigger and better home. So right now this tank is going just great. And honestly speaking, this is one of my favorites at the moment. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love the colors. It really looks like a little autumn on my shelf. And I know I say this often, too often, but when you are creating a new tank, focus on the detailing. Small branches, plants, rocks, leaves, it all works together. And finally, I do have a small favor to ask. If you have any tips on how to catch those guys without harming them and destroying everything, please share. Because this is one thing that I haven't think of. Yes, I know it's embarrassing, and I realize that it might be a problem few seconds after I place them in here. And I really don't want to destroy this tank. But those guys, they really have to go. They cannot live in the tank of that size. If you want to help me in a different way, please leave a like. If you like the video, please comment below. And as always, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.